Hey, wrestling viewers and effing true viewers, JC Styles, Brian Crazy will be over in just a minute, and this news that we have right now in TNA Impact spoilers for this Thursday was just too hot to sit on. I literally just got off of work. I'm still in my Price Chopper t-shirt and work shirt and work pants, and me and Brian want to give you the spoilers for TNA Impact this Thursday. So Brian, you read more of it than I did, so let's go into it with you.
TNA Impact, this Thursday night. I believe it's going to be 10/14, 2010. We start off with Hogan and Bischoff coming down to the ring. They're soon joined by Abyss and Jarrett, who we found out last Sunday at Bound for Glory is the new Supergroup. They are they. They're cutting this promo, this, that, and the other, about how Dixie turned their back on them, so now they're turning their back on Dixie, and now they're running the show. Then we have Ric Flair and Fortune come out, and Ric Flair basically says, "Oh, hold on, guys. I run this show. I don't know what you're talking about." And Ric Flair says basically, "Hey, Hogan, we either retire together or we're going to fight. And as soon as you think these guys are going to fight, end up embracing in the ring, and we find out that they, which still goes unnamed, and Fortune have created some sort of merger. And the last time we saw a supergroup merger like this reminds me of 1999, when the corporate ministry merged with, when the corporation merged with the ministry to form the corporate ministry, and within a month they were dead. I mean, they had the potential to have two fantastic groups, and now, is it going to flop within a month?
Also, let's not also forget that Jeff Hardy cut a promo and said that he didn't care about the fans, and that how the fans didn't help him through the hard times. Basically cut a real real nasty promo, kind of like what Hogan did in 1996 when we found out that he was the mystery partner for the Outsiders. And it's like...
Another thing I want to throw in real quick, JC over here has been following the New World Order storyline from 1996. We've acquired numerous wrestling tapes from a private collection, and JC has been actually analyzing the New World Order storyline, and we'll be bringing a past versus present kind of comparison to some current storylines and kind of an NWO storyline that JC will kind of be at the helm of. So that's something to come too for you guys out there.
But to get on with the Impact, we had this whole beginning promo. Fortune, we had they come out and basically cut a promo. The fans chanted Hogan retire, and I'm hoping that they do a good thing. But with Hogan and Flair hugging, all the years that Hogan and Flair, last couple of months, Hogan and Flair have been fighting and at each other's throats, and they're just gonna hug in the ring the way.
Well, the same thing with Abyss. Abyss tried to shove that WWE Hall of Fame ring down the gullet of Hulk Hogan. And now they were embracing him in the ring at Bound for Glory. I mean, come on, Jeff Jarrett. I don't know if anybody remembers, when Hogan and Bischoff first came on, Jeff Jarrett was cleaning toilets and selling things at the concession stand. Now he's down with them and everything's cool. I mean, then it brings you into the next segment. You have Nash and Sting backstage, and Bischoff calls them out to the ring. And you want to take it from there?
Yeah, basically Bischoff comes out to the ring, Nash and Sting come out to the ring, and basically Bischoff offers Nash a spot and turns it down.
Same with Sting, offers him a spot and turns it down, and then Sting references the deception that has been going on. Now, if you think back, everybody thought Sting was crazy, telling Dixie that, she's being conned and she's being fooled, and everybody thought Hogan was a good guy and he turned a new leaf and this, that, and the other. Guess what? Sting actually turned out being the good guy in this situation, and he was right all along. Go figure.
Speaking of the situation, we had Robbie E. and Cookie come out, a short segment.
This was a little bit later in the night, but it was still a very good segment.
They come out and they cut a promo with each other, basically saying, come out and saying how they're going to run rampant on the X Division and how they're going to be all this, that, and the other. And then Velvet Sky comes out with my girl JWoww from the Jersey Shore, and they wind up getting into the ring, kind of brawling it out, cat fight, and that'd be kind of hot because those two girls are hot as all hell.
Exactly. Other things that we saw in the night, earlier scene with the former Beautiful People. We saw Madison Rayne force Tara to lay down in the ring and reclaim the Knockouts Championship. We also saw, during the night, we saw Kurt Angle come out. And Kurt Angle had a chance of Please Don't Go. And, it's hard. I mean, he's kind of bound by a stipulation, just like in WWE, we're seen as bound by a stipulation.
Jarrett come out and basically stated that don't forget the stipulation to your contract agreement. Basically, he lost. He has to retire. It got real heated between, and Kurt Angle said you could keep my ex-wife, and it got to a real heated fight, and Taz actually had to leave the booth and get involved.
Yeah, that's after security handcuffed Kurt Angle, which is complete and total BS. And it's just, I mean, you're telling me this is the end of the road for Kurt Angle? Like this? I don't think so.
Then we had Beer Money and Kazarian
and Matt Morgan
versus the Pope.
4-on-1 handicap match. What this is reminding me of the Tyrant Bischoff back in WCW, when he used to put people in ridiculous matches and just sit back and laugh. I mean, Pope must have gotten destroyed out there.
Yeah, and what was the next thing on the match? We had Samoa Joe defeated Abyss.
Well, by disqualification after Jeff Hardy interfered and knocked both men out with a steel chair.
Still, hey, the steel chair or not, it's still a win. It goes in the win books for Samoa Joe. Exactly. Samoa Joe is one of my biggest TNA wrestlers right now.
When I first got into TNA, I saw Samoa Joe, and I saw, the ability. I mean, he's a big guy, and how he can fly, and how he can move, and I mean, he definitely fits the X Division bill. He fits the Heavyweight Championship bill. He fits the Tag Team bill, and, we love him. Last match of the night was for the #1 contender for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. We saw RVD go against Mr. Anderson. Yet again, we didn't have a clean finish.
Yes, and I'm hoping and praying that Mr. Anderson gets this win. Just because the fact is, I think he was really shafted out, bound for glory. And like I said, he definitely has what it takes to deliver in TNA. And
I think they gave it to Jeff Hardy to put over the whole situation of they over. I think if they wasn't a critical component in the storyline, Mr. Anderson would have been champion, because obviously the belt wasn't destined for Angle at Bound for Glory.
Yeah. So, guys, I mean, it's just, like I said in previous videos, you spend all the time pushing somebody, and then just to have them job, to someone else. I'm to say as a Jeff Hardy fan, I'm happy to see him as a champion, but the way that he went about getting the title, I don't like. And
I mean, he sold himself out to the devil for the 10 pounds of gold.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. It's a real shame, because anybody that's followed Jeff Hardy over the years, like there's a big guy here on YouTube, his name's Spinnernet, and Jeff Hardy's one of his favorite wrestlers, and he might actually come out of his kind of self-imposed retirement, to support Jeff Hardy. And, the way that he's turned, and we got Matt Hardy sending out tweets saying that he's joining TNA and he's planning on, being by his brother's side. So are we going to see Matt Hardy take a heel turn? So how large is this Supergroup going to get? I mean, this is very reminiscent of 96-97 when we had 20 members of the New World Order.
Yeah, so, Brian, usually you're the one that's cutting me off saying we're probably running out of time. So today I'm going to say we're probably running out of time for this video. We got to cut it. We got to cut it short tonight. And, guys, hopefully you watch this, view this, and enjoy this, and we will talk to you guys later. I'm JC Styles.
I'm Brian Crazy, and thanks for watching.